Hello everyone and welcome to ErebosGamingHD. This is episode 5 of the Dynasty Warriors 8 series on SHU, and I'm playing SHU, who is an absolute beast. You can change so many attacks together, it's unbelievable. This game is actually, there's not a lot of enemies, so there's quite a lot of bits that are sped up just to keep you all entertained. So it's all good smashing up a load of enemy fodder. However, it can get a bit repetitive and boring, so I'll speed all these bits up for you and get straight to bosses. But at least you can still see what's going on, just 2 times speed, make him look even more godly than what he already is. The idea behind this battle is Liu Bei is seeking a strategist and is heard of the Sleeping Dragon, and SHU is going to show him it after they defeat the 8 gates formation that's led by Cao Ren. And the Sleeping Dragon is Zhuge Liang. You should be familiar with him. And say if you're watching this, it's on hard, so I'm guessing you've already seen the main stories, etc. Just want to look for somebody that's trying to do something a bit more impossible. I've also removed the cutscenes from these as well, just to keep you all enthralled in the action, because we're getting quite lengthy. I just wanted to try and keep them all under 20-25 minutes if I could. So that's why they're sped up as well. I don't want to just blank out the bits and just switch to the enemy bosses, because I like to show you that it's still the same level and that I'm doing it all from scratch, etc. But let me know in the comments if you agree with that or not. Whilst I've been chatting on, I've just pretty much killed Liu Xiang. I say this guy chains his attacks together so well. I think it's possible just to juggle them for any time whatsoever, especially when you jump and you press triangle. Whatever weapon he's got, it fires a string, pulls him towards him. It's crazy. It's like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. So I'm moving straight on now to Zhuge Liang. Fortunately his affinity is weak to mine again, so this should be a piece of piss. I've never played with this character before in the other Dynasty Warriors. I can't say I've heard of him, so to me is a new character. And just using his moveset attack there is just insane. However, it's quite temperamental. If you miss the enemy, you completely miss him. It's just a waste of moveset. However, his swift attack's brilliant. Straight in there, swinging his string around or whatever it is. So now I've just cleared both the bases, so the doors will open now. I can move forwards to the 8 gates formation. Tried doing a bit of research on the 8 gates formation, but it's quite limited on the internet. All I managed to find out was that Zhuge Liang tweaked it a little bit, and there was one place near his place of living, as you can see here. But I'm not too sure on the dynamics of it. The idea behind it is to bring your enemies in, move your troops around and enclose them. So it's demoralizing for the enemies that are trying to enter the 8 gates formation, as well as controlling the battlefields. I think I read that it's possible to get the enemy to move where you want them to move, and then for your troops to move around them, kind of like box them in, so there's no escape and they're surrounded. That's the idea behind it anyway, from what I've read. But I couldn't find much else on it, unfortunately. And this battle is probably the most tedious one I've done. Even fighting Lu Bu was more fun than this. It seems like every enemy soldier in this 8 gates formation gets a defense and attack boost, but not only that, as well as when you're attacking them, they also decide to bump up the health. So this battle goes on for absolutely ages, but you know me, I'm persistent, I'll get there eventually. So Liu Kang is actually the strongest person I've fought against. Not very strong in attacking, nor is he smart, it just takes forever to kill. And because of that, I've had to speed this up, because this battle takes nearly 10 minutes, it's ridiculous. And yeah, just failed there with the rage, as you just saw. Wait for him to get back up so I could use my rage on him, and my rage bar runs out just before I press circle. Brilliant. So I've got to do this the old fashioned way. He ain't even weak to one of my affinities either, which is a pain. So I can't use my swift attack on him either, so I've just got to stick with it and just try and build my rage up a little bit. using the switch counter, I miss him there with my Muso as well. It's proper noob time on this guy, swear down. But I'm having fun with this character, as you see. Just chaining a load of kills together, switch countering, jumping on my horse for a random moment because my L2 button on my PS3 controller is broken still. I sped it up here, yeah, you can see if you keep an eye on his health you'll just see it bump up several times during this. This is why it takes so long. He's got a defense boost, attack boost, and his health just jumps up randomly. Don't know if it's because I send him far away and it's kind of outside there. There, did you see it? It just bumped back up. And I missed him again! Who thought a normal enemy officer could be this much trouble? I suppose it wouldn't be that difficult if my character's progression were a lot better, but you know, 'cause I'm starting from fresh on the hard mode, it's some of these battles are just like this, unfortunately. There's not much else I can do apart from just crack on and win the war. Nearly killed him now, finally. He is now history, thank God for that. And the gate of pain is open. So at this point, I thought I'd move on to these guys, try and use my rage on them, kill them quickly before they get the boost. Unfortunately they get it straight away. And whilst I'm doing this, Li Dian is moving up on the right hand side of the formation of 8, straight for the main camp. So I'm thinking, right, kill these guys quickly and then go and cut him off. However, it don't kind of go to plan. Look, using my rage on him, it's barely doing any damage at all. Not really, Eugene. I think I can handle myself. Get myself in a bit of a messy situation here as well, because I've got 2 enemy officers, both boosted, and one of them is strong to my affinity and weak to my affinity, so I can't win either way. So I have to try and be a bit smart and tactical here, try and stay away from the guy that's weak. That I'm weak to, unfortunately gets a couple hits in there, and go after the guy that's weak to me, hopefully getting my swift attack done on it. So it's a bit risky, I know, but this Xinye is nearly dead, so I thought I couldn't get it. Look at that, it's like Spider-Man, using his web. I don't really want to get caught up on this guy, so defend, move around, wait for the opportunity and take it, bring him back in again. He's nearly dead now. Yeah, there he goes. He's got Eugene to go now with a minuscule amount of life. This won't take a while, this won't take long even. I have to say the AI on this one's a bit piss poor. Zhang Fei, Liu Bei and Guan Yu, they just stand there. Look at him, just chilling, just watching me fight. It's not a duel, man, come on, get in, get involved. Right, he's dead, Gate of Brilliance is opened, however now I'm running back to my base to take out Li Dian. As you all know what happens when the base gets taken down. Yeah, end of the game, I can't risk that. So I've got a horse on speed times 2.
I would be honored if I could test my skills against you.
Bring it then, let's go. A triple weapon switch just for extra measure. So I'm taking out Eugene here. Unfortunately Li Dian's already made it to the main base, so I've got to get rid of this guy quickly. Nice dodge there. Good defense again. There's one point I'll give to you when you're trying this sort of thing. Oh, just before I say that, that's a good move there. I managed to avoid certain death by using my Muso on him instead of actually hitting with it. Quite impressive. Yeah, one point that I'll give you for tackling this sort of mode from fresh or tackling chaos at a low level is make sure you defend. Wait for your opportunities, be patient. And as the saying goes, all good things come to those who wait, and I'm missing with that final attack. That's just brilliant. And again, so I'm defending, staying away from him. Unfortunately, I had a lot of Muso there, so I didn't get trapped into it. You have to be aware of that. If you don't have a lot of Muso and the enemy does their Muso attack, you could get trapped in it. You know, that slow motion thing that happens? That occurs to you if you don't have a lot of Muso. So always aim to try and have like half of your first bar filled up. Don't waste one as soon as you get it, because it could backfire dramatically. You just get, especially at this level, you get killed pretty much guaranteed with one Muso attack from these main guys. Let's move straight on to Li Dian. Again, weak to my affinity, so I'm using that to my advantage. Nice little chain going on there. I mean, these guys are supposed to be more difficult, but I had more trouble with that first guy on the Gate of 8 than I've ever had with anybody else. Lu Bu was easier. Okay, yeah, if you hit you once you died, but it was easier to take on. Nearly done with him. Get back into the 8 gates formation and take on Cao Ren. Oh, see what I mean by keeping a Muso spare? You never know what'll happen. Could have had me there with a tiny amount of life left on him. That could have been devastating. So, back into the 8 gates now. I've got my rage saved up just to get straight in there. I got wrong way there. Slightly confusing. Well, not really, I just seem to be going the wrong way quite often. I don't know why. So, straight in here. Cao Ren and Cao Hong. Or Hong, is it? I can't see from here. Cao Hong. So, straight into rage, because that Cao Hong was hitting me in back and it was doing some serious damage to me. Pretty much on a third of my life. So, straight into rage. This is how it should be. Managed to pick up an attack ×2, and they are gone. Not a chance. Straight away, easy peasy. And that's Cao Ren. I have so many problems with Cao Ren. He normally kills me, guaranteed. Pretty much every single time. That was the first time I've killed him first, and it made it look so easy. So rage combined with attack ×2, brilliant. No one stands a chance against you. Just one enemy officer left now, it's Xinye. And this guy's got a nasty Muso attack as well. He actually killed me on this one. I only died once on this, and this was from him. So I'm very cautious fighting this guy. I think I went in a bit too cocky, thinking, oh, this is a piece of piss, taking everybody else out. Just Xinye left, and he gets me with his massive claws. So there's a bit more strategy involved in this one. Switch it, get away from that, because that will murder you. Wait for him to do his power attack, counter switch, build your rage up. Get a couple of sneaky hits in there, but be careful, because if you hit him too much, he'll use his Muso on you, and you will get traps in it, because you've got, as you can see, I've got no Muso here. So that's why I'm being very cautious on this one, because I don't want to get trapped in that, because I don't want to die again. So I'll just switch in again, waiting for him to attack me, and then I'll switch counter again. I'll have full rage. I think out of all the characters I've played up to so far, SHU I think has been my favourite one. His attacks are brilliant, especially, well, it's not the character itself, is it really? It's the weapon. The weapon that SHU uses is brilliant. I have a lot of fun with it. There's a couple of things I don't like with the weapon, but the majority of the stuff is brilliant. I say you can chain a lot of attacks together. And bye bye, Xinye. Not messing around with that guy at all. I've got one final boss coming up here now, and that's on the east side of the map. So I'm just building up my Muso, building up my rage. I'm going to take out Yu Ping, I think, Zhuge Liang's wife. She wants to test you before we talk to Zhuge Liang, which is fair enough. Apparently a lot of people try and seek an audience with him. So we prove that by, you know, kicking her ass, which seems a bit strange, but you never know. Back in the old days when all the thing that was on is war. I guess that's the only way you could really prove yourself. Pain in the ass base captain won't die, finally. Quite disappointed with this map as well. Normally I like to get over 1,000 kills, but just couldn't on this one, just not enough enemies. Normally I get the mobile units coming in consistently. You can have a bit of fun with them, but not on this one. My favourite move with SHU is the double square triangle attack. Brilliant. Square, square, triangle, and then triangle again, and then triangle again. Yu Ying, not. Oh, I can't remember what I said. I think I said Yu Ping. Yu Ying. My apologies. Straight into rage mode here, not messing around at all. Let's get this over and done with. That's a good move as well. That's 4 squares, triangle, and triangle, and triangle again. Missed her a bit on that rage. Could have taken her out in one fell swoop, but unfortunately she got out of it. I think I was mesmerised with the extra Muso for my attack. Oh, that could have been nasty. Fortunately, she just tapped me away before she did her attack. That would have been a pain. Last boss, nearly no life left, and I died. That would have been frustrating as hell. That's pretty much it for this. You go up here and you go to a cutscene with Zhuge Liang. However, I've cut these out now just to keep the action going and reduce the length of the videos. So, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next episode.